I'm Malcolm van Delst, and this is an excerpt from The 9-Year-Old CEO. Last week, Arduino and Beowulf rescued Sulien from child traders. The continuation of the chapter where they rescue Sulien from the child traders. Beowulf and Arduino dressed like hobos. Beowulf stared straight ahead and walked purposely towards the Escalade where one of Arduino's hacker buddies sat in the driver's seat. Beowulf didn't even glance at Sulien, though the toddler stared at him, a confused look on his drugged face. Arduino caught eyes with Sulien and shussed him loudly, angrily. As they approached the vehicle, Arduino's friend jumped out, grabbed the stroller from Arduino after she lifted Sulien from it, and put it in the back while Arduino buckled Sulien into the child seat. Beowulf, who usually insisted on riding up front, hopped in the back beside Sulien, so in the interest of appearing casual and unperturbed, Arduino got in the front. The child traders would not damage their merchandise, she consoled herself. Sulien looked healthy, not underweight, good skin tone. We didn't need the shoes, Beowulf said as they pulled away from the curb. Pardon? Said Arduino. These shoes. We didn't need them, Beowulf repeated, lifting his foot to show Arduino, who turned around slightly to see. You're right. She looked back at her own feet. Hopefully we'll never have to use them unless we're playing capture the flag or something. Arduino? Beowulf said in a small voice. Yeah? Thank you. He moved to hug his little brother, but Arduino cautioned him. No, you never know who's watching. Beowulf nodded, looked straight ahead, and recomposed himself to Adolf. Sulien whimpered, head still lolling around. Arduino turned to look at him. A worried look passed between her and Beowulf. It's just drugs, said Arduino's friend, gazing straight ahead. It'll wear off. You're right, Arduino replied. She pulled the sack of drawings from her Bottega bag, flipped through them, and immediately recognized the story of Sulien's kidnapping. She pursed her lips, felt relieved that she had a stack of paper and art supplies at home for Sulien, in the room they had prepared for him. Next chapter, Sulien's song. Black screen. Prelap, rhythmic clapping and stomping. The darkness fades up to reveal a group of Mexicans in traditional dress. Men in black suits with those short coats, bolero ties, black cowboy hats, and pointy cowboy boots with silver pieces attached to the front, and women in black, long-sleeve shirts trimmed at the collar and wrists with red, yellow, and neon pink flowers, with matching black, long, flowing skirts trimmed at the bottoms with the same flowers. The women wear flamenco shoes. They clap and stomp. A low and dusky woman's voice off-screen. Sulien, she exclaims. Sulien, she sings with incredible range, lifting 2 octaves for the second syllable in Sulien and holding it. The camera pulls up and back from the group of men and women. Their clapping and stomping fades, though not completely, as the woman's voice fills our ears. You made pictures of your pain. You knew you could control the rain. Music bridge. Sulien. Music bridge. Sulien. Silence. Sulien, the group of Mexicans shout along with the woman's singing. Sulien. Sulien, the group of Mexicans shout along with the woman singing. Arduino found your brother in the... She sounds confused and sings, rain? And continues to sound confused as she sings, you made art from your pain? And continues to sound confused as she sings this line and trails off, together, you are together again. A new voice, a girl, slightly nasally in an alto range, rapping. Nothing's going to stop you now. You're going to show the world just how to do it, to make a game, to get to the top and reign with kindness and joy. You're just a little boy who cares, especially when you are in, here she sounds slightly confused, pairs, brothers, 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 working together, and all the different sorts of, and the confusion in her voice ramps up, weather. You're not, mega confusion, wearing leather, changing the rhythm of her words, unless it's part of a costume. Or maybe you are, wait, you could be wearing leather on your motorcycles, on your YouTube show. Ho ho. I don't know how to end this song. Mexicans. She doesn't know how to end her song. I think it's gone astray. Mexicans singing. She thinks it's gone astray. All voiced together. Sulien. First woman singing. Sulien. Second rapping woman. Sulien. Said simply without affectation or emphasis. Chapter number to be added. Fast forward to January 1st. Fast forward to January 1st. Arduino, Beowulf, and Sulien sit on a balcony. No, a terrace at a fancy restaurant. No, a terrace at a moderately priced restaurant. No, upscale but not ridiculously upscale because Bois is of the people. They like fancy things, but not pretentiousness. Quality before spending money you don't have to show that you have it, even though after their Christmas sales, oh, do they have money. This is the best non-alcoholic Virgin Mary I've ever had, says Beowulf, smacking his lips. Sulien catches eyes with Arduino, who gives him a little smile. Non-alcoholic, he quips. Uh-huh, Beowulf nods. A non-alcoholic Virgin Mary, as opposed to... He looks pointedly at Beowulf, who stops sipping on his straw and looks up. Ha ha, Beowulf says. I knew that. I was... Emphasizing the fact that your drink has no alcohol, Arduino interjects. She sits with her own umbrella drink, adored with pineapple, orange, and a maraschino cherry, as well as the little paper pop-up. She gives Sulien a not now look, and he backs down. Yes, says Beowulf. Double emphasis. Sulien rolls his eyes and looks out at the beach beyond them. St. Tropez. Brr, says Arduino, pulling her sweater close. We should have checked the weather before we bought our tickets. Well, we can head to Paris tomorrow, or Italy, says Beowulf. Let's charter a yacht. Was I right about Crash of Santa, or was I right? He laughs a truly insane cackle, high-pitched and rhythmic, sounding something like a cross between a dolphin and a horse. Even Sulien can't help but smile at the odd sound. He looks at Arduino and shakes his head. Arduino, Beowulf, and Sulien sit on their yacht, bundled in blankets under the patio heater. Well, it is a yacht, says Sulien. I can use the footage I took of the captain showing me the motors, fueling, and heating systems on System Sulien. System Sulien is the name of Sulien's YouTube channel, where he builds things, runs experiments, and explains how various motors and large devices work. Elevators, bridge building, that kind of thing. Silver lining, says Arduino, grinning wryly. It's actually getting kind of warm under the heat lamp, she adds, pushing the blanket from her shoulders and standing up to stretch. Ping, her phone chimes. We smashed 19 million in sales, boys. We beat Wukong. We are officially the fastest-selling video game in history. Whoop, shouts Beowulf. Bleepin' rights, yells Sulien, and Arduino gives him a look. Sorry, says Sulien, but Arduino is already scooping him up and twirling him around. Beowulf's more protective of his personal space. Men don't hug, he says, and though Arduino doesn't agree, she gives him his space. She does high-five him when she puts Sulien down, who immediately runs to inform the crew that they're all getting $1,000 tips to commemorate.